There was a genuine, tremendous excitement, more excitement than I've ever witnessed.
There's a buzz in the city. You felt it, Shaq's in town.
In the city, I've never been the same. And it's not only in the arena, it's restaurants, it's nightclubs, it's wherever, because Shaquille Oneal was in Miami.
Say hello, Miami!
The guy's larger than life. People are attracted to him. People like him. He brings that aura.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shaquille Oneal!
Shaquille Oneal, like no other.
Like no other. It's a good title.
Oneal backs in on Eli, no double yet. Takes it to the baseline. Oh, baby! Shaquille Oneal rocking the house.
When he gets a spot on the block, you're pretty much dead.
That's 340 pounds moving like that. When he hits you, the defender, he's going to feel it after the game.
Darius Miles takes a seat on the defense from the Diesel.
I think he changed the game a lot because of his size.
On the drive, great defense by Oneal. Daddy's home.
It's been like this since day one, and it's always going to be Shaq.
Tayshaun shot rejected by Shaq.
He still has the most presence and is the most intimidating force in our league.
There's just no one that physically can even come close to challenging him.
He's a massive player with massive skills, man, and he dominates the game like no other.
Get out of here with that stuff. Who do you think you are? You know him simply as Shaq. They love him. He's a comedian.
Shaquille Oneal, like no other. He's an electrifying player. He's a bigger-than-life personality.
So he's a fun-loving guy. He's warm-hearted, and he's very silly.
Dominant, elbow throwing, dunking, everything.
He has nothing else to prove in this game.
Rookie of the Year award. NBA MVP. A three-peat and a sweep.
The reason he's still playing, because he want to win another championship.
Upload a Shaq. Bradley is there.
He wants to reach that pinnacle as the most dominant player to ever play the game.
Oneal! That is power personified.
I am Shaquille Oneal, like no other. You like that, don't you? You like that one, don't you? You like that one, don't
you? Throughout his career, he has been an overpowering force. And at times, Shaquille Oneal seems almost superhuman.
The more you whine, the more bigger I get. And the more bigger I get strong. And the more stronger I get, nobody can stop me.
What it comes down to is stopping one man, the most physically dominant center, maybe the most physically dominant player ever to play in this game.
What do you do with the big fella, Chip?
Nothing you can do with him. They cannot stop 34.
Just too big, just too strong,
just too good.
On the cutter, Wade, lobs it. Oh! Shaq! Oneal unleashes beautifully to Dwayne Wade. Unbelievable pass by Shaquille Oneal.
It's been like this since day one, and it's always going to be Shaq. And when you see the big fella in the middle, you're going to think twice about going into the lane, because he's a huge presence, and you have to formulate your whole game plan around playing him.
Shaq's the most dominant player in the game. He just does things that no one else can do just because he's physically that much more gifted or blessed or whatever you want to call it than everyone else. He's a phenomenal force down the block.
Oneal, too deep.
He's a power center. He's not a finesse center. He's not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, or he's not Tim Duncan. He's the most powerful center probably in the history of the game ever.
Shaq spins. Oh, the extra move, he dunked it. And he knocked David down. And a rebound coming up by Shaq, who has no regard for human life inside. That was a mad dunk.
It's almost impossible to guard him one-on-one. And you have to send 2 or 3 guys out just to stop him.
Playing against him in practice every day, you see that, and you see how hard it is to guard him, and it makes you feel sorry for the other team.
Shoots the two. Oh, and Shaquille O'Neal with the stuff over Andrew Bynum.
He is Wilt Chamberlain reincarnated.
Wilt Chamber-Neezy. That's my alter ego.
You know, he changed the game, and he made a lot of teams, you know, start doing a lot of things differently. You know, teams in the Western Conference, everything they planned was around trying to figure out how to play against Shaq. And I don't know if there's ever been a guy in the history of the league that forced everybody in the NBA to try and figure out, okay, what can we do to match up against this guy?
Swatted away by Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq running the ball. Slam dunk Shaquille O'Neal.
He's been the best center and a dominant center since he came in the league. His strength combined with his quickness and talent is just amazing. It's exciting to play against him because you want to play against the best, but it also can be a health hazard. Gotta be careful.
Coaches would say, okay, they would bring guys off the injured list with 6 fouls, and he'd have to take on 4 or 5 guys a night. And you know what? He did.
No human alive playing basketball can stop that man. Shaq spins. Oh, the extra move, he dunked it!
I've been getting criticized ever since a newborn. He's not going to fit those Pampers. His boom boom is too big. I have a boom 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 game. I always go to the first boom. If you take that away, then I hit you with the other boom. And then by that time, I put the big boom boom on you, and you'll be under the basket, and it's a dunk. So, you know, it's not too many people that could withstand my boom boom.
He's just physically impossible to defend. That tremendous size with great footwork and great quickness. He's impossible to defend one-on-one. He's virtually impossible to defend with your team because he's also an extremely unselfish guy.
Nice pass by Shaq Wade with a vicious right-handed stuff.
How did Shaq see him? He had eyes behind his head that time.
He's remarkably unselfish, and I think he enjoys making others around him better.
This is a true story. You may not believe it or not. I'm sleeping in my dorm room at LSU in Baton Rouge, and somebody puts their hand on my chest, and I could tell it's an older gentleman. He goes, Shaquille? And I look up, and it's the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. He's there with Dale Brown. He's just come to talk to you, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Bill Walton and Lou Alcindor. The true definition of a great player is how you make your players around you better. That's the true definition of a great player.